A rich heir walked into his family's corporate office and suddenly stopped when he saw the old cleaning woman polishing the lobby floor where his father's portrait hung. As his colleagues gathered around, he pointed at her and said with a smug smile, "Look at her, been mopping floors for 15 years and still nothing to show for it." When one of them asked if he even knew her name, he shrugged and said, "Why would I? People like her don't really matter here." His colleagues laughed, and moments later he walked closer, kicked her bucket lightly, and said, "Move faster. Some of us actually have important work to do." Then he added with a mocking grin, 15 years and you're still on your knees scrubbing floors? Some people are just born to stay small." She lowered her eyes and quietly kept wiping the floor without a word. He turned to his assistant and said, "Get someone younger. I don't want her face in this building anymore." But before his assistant could answer, his father's old business partner walked in and froze when he saw her. He rushed toward her and said, "It's really you, after all these years." The heir frowned and asked, "You know her?" The old partner looked at him and replied, "You have no idea who this woman is." Moments later, in private, he told the heir the truth. 20 years ago, your father lost everything. The bank was seizing this very building. She was the only one who lent him her life savings. No contract, no interest, just her trust. The heir stared in disbelief and asked, "Then why is she still cleaning floors here?" The old partner said quietly, "Because your father promised to repay her properly one day, but he died before he could, and she never told anyone. She just kept coming back to this building every single day." Years passed. The heir changed. He learned the business from the ground up, working the first shift on the factory floor and the second shift studying the company's real history. Eventually, he took over as CEO and said with pride, "We're doing this right this time." Meanwhile, his own younger cousin grew jealous of his rise and quietly plotted behind his back, feeding false numbers to the board to have him removed. With his position collapsing, his name being dragged through scandal, and the board turning against him, he stood there whispering, "I'm losing everything my father built." Just then, the company's lawyer approached him with a folder and said, "There's something you need to see. It's about the shares your father left behind." Confused, he asked, "What shares? I thought I inherited all of it." The lawyer looked at him and replied, "Not all of it. 40% was left in trust, under a name you'd never expect." When the name appeared on the document, the entire boardroom went silent. Someone finally said, "The cleaning lady? That's impossible." But the lawyer opened the letter and read, "When I had nothing left and everyone turned their backs, only one person trusted me without asking for anything in return. This company belongs to her as much as it belongs to my son. Drop a heart if you believe true wealth is never forgotten."